butter here. We've got some Roquefort cheese. A nice little melting point. And we've taken some slivered almonds and we've crushed those up. We're going to blend those together. We've taken 1 egg yolk. Just go ahead and drop that in there. And we're just going to blend them all together. That egg is going to give it a lot of body as well as a lot of, I hate to say it, but a buttery flavor as well as that butter. It's going to give it a really nice, creamy, buttery flavor to it though. And the Roquefort is going to, it's almost an instant cream when it goes onto the steak. It's a magical touch. And the almonds, of course, give that nice, crunchy texture. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. So now we've got that, that's ready. Just going to leave that to the side. We'll be using that in just a minute. Now we've got some nice sirloin here. And we just pounded it up just a little bit. And we've given it just a touch of olive oil for flavor, a little salt and pepper. Don't be afraid to season your meat before you cook it, because if you do it afterward, you kind of miss the boat there. The salt really brings out the flavor in it. So you want to do that. You don't need a lot, but you do want to do that before it hits the grill, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this beautiful sirloin, we're going to mark it on the grill, or if you want to do this at home, you want to do a frying pan, that's great too. Or because we thin them out so that they're going to be really quick and easy to cook at home. Really easy to eat. It's not going to take a lot of time. So what we're going to do is we'll put them on our grill, and as soon as we got them seared, we're going to take them off and put our Roquefort crust on, our Roquefort and butter and almonds and egg yolk. And then we're going to throw them into a 500 degree oven just to get that crust over the top there. So once we got everything ready, then we'll start that process. Also, you want to have your meat ready to go, but your vegetables, those can go on hold. So what we've done here, we've taken some really simple new potatoes and just a little salt water over here. You can even add chicken stock. It's going to infuse into your potatoes as well. Fabulous flavor. You just want to just cook this with some salt water. If you're not sure when they're done, take a fork or a knife. If it comes up really easily, or if it falls off, you're good. Like I say, those are ready to go, so I'm just going to leave those to the side. What I think goes really nice as a green vegetable are leeks. Really, really underutilized. These, if you haven't used leeks before, I really encourage you to give these a try. They look like a huge spring onion. They look almost like a cartoon. They're going to be this big around, and then about so long and really green and leafy. The very ends of them are going to be much darker and much leafier than this. They're going to get really grainy on you though. So when you top and tail them, don't be afraid to lose that really dark green, and they're going to be really dirty. So you have to really give them a good, cold water rinse a couple of times. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a skillet pot, again with just a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. Go ahead and let that start to sizzle. And then we're going to take our leeks. And you don't want to put too many in at a time, because otherwise they'll start to steam. So what we did is we cut these into just about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch around. That's fine, because you still want, once it's on your plate, you want to look at it and you go, that's a leaf. You still want to see occasionally, that disc right there, that it's its signature. Really exciting stuff. It's the onion family, but it's a really, really mild, and they're really pretty colors. So now we're just going to take a little seasoning salt.
Is that adobo?
This is adobo. I love adobo. This is a blend of salt and pepper and turmeric and garlic. And the turmeric, that's what really leans on the flavor. It's really, really underutilized. And let's go with just a pinch of garlic. Possible. But like the onion, it's going to start to wilt a bit. And anytime I'm working on vegetables like that, I've got an old expression, I don't know if it's true or not, but if the steam is leaving the pan, so is the flavor, and so is your heat. So I like to keep a lid on any of these vegetables that I'm reducing down in cooking, because I want to keep a lot of that flavor in there. I want to keep that heat, and unfortunately it's going to circulate around, and it's really going to help me break it down just a whole lot quicker. But I like to have my vegetables all done before I even go near that meat there, because the meat, with any kind, and this goes for any kind of meat whatsoever, once you take it off of the grill or out of the oven, you want to let it rest. I mean, if you have to blow on a piece of steak before you put it in your mouth, don't eat it. Don't eat it. You didn't let it rest. All that flavor is not there. You did cut into a steak and it's too hot. All those juices run out on your plate. If you leave it to rest just another 5 minutes, when you cut into it, the juices stay in the steak. That's what makes it really magical. I just set that on top of your hot steak, so you've got basically a double boil here without it getting too hot. And you're not going to need this much butter, but I. And when you're working with these leeks, you can see they're starting to let loose some of that liquid in there. You don't want to shake them around so that you're destroying all of the centers, yeah? And because these steaks are so thin and we pound them out just a little bit, they're going to cook really quick. Don't turn your back on them. Don't hit to the bone or get called away. Because once we march them on the outside and they're thin, then we're going to put the crust on there, and then we're going to put them into a 500-degree oven so that that crust reacts with it as well. So it's going to keep on cooking before it has the time to rest. So just mark them, and you just go, and then put them in the oven. They're going to continue to cook there. Isn't that gorgeous? Sometimes it's really important to do it in a certain order, or you're going to get called away on something else. Now, it's really not like a cake icing. Just want to give it the business into Flavor Town there. Superb. Alright, so these are new potatoes. I think they're really very pretty with the skin on, so I like to leave those on. You just want enough butter so it's going to coat your potatoes. There we are. So this is some flat laid parsley that just came in from the market today. Just for color, just a little bit of flavor. Just a hint of salty in there. Just a hint of seasoning there. That's what the umbrellas got to say. I knew it would come in handy. I was going to coat this like outstanding. Yeah, that's just gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful sirloin.